Should say it somewhere out here. But apparently I am. But I come to you today with lots and lots and lots of good news. All right. First and foremost, I hope everybody's doing okay. They haven't lost their minds yet. I'm losing mine. All right. Hope everybody's safe. All right. And doing what they need to do. But first, I want to congratulate two students of mine. First student is Andrew B. Kletke. Now, I'm probably destroying that last name. It's Kletke, Kletke. That he passed his CCNA 200-301. Congratulations with an extremely high score. Good job there. Okay. And basically now he's going to work to his CCNP. So he just, wrote to me an email thanking me for the content and what have you. But he did it. He grind down. He did what he had to do. He passed. He blew the test out of the water. Big time. So Andrew, congratulations and thank you. All right. The other individual is Jose Miguel Lozano Sanchez. Yes. Mr. Sanchez, thank you very much for this very detailed email, very specific email on how you went about it. Now, Mr. Sanchez comes to us from overseas. He was in London, went back to Spain. All right. Obviously, based on his name, he's a Spaniard. I'm assuming this. But he's been in IT service management for 9 years. But don't think it's any regular IT service management. He works for the United Nations. Yes, he does. So it's a very major league, as he calls it, Major League of Network Control Center. All right. He provides tier 1 support. All right. But now what his job is, he's a management position. All right. In his job. So it's intended to gather information, or he puts in parentheses, show commands for tier 2. So he's tier 1, tier 2 expert engineers. Now he loves what he does, but he wants more. And that's where he keeps on talking. See, I'm flipping papers here. All right. Because he wrote me a very long email, which I appreciate. All right. And he's been in there for a long time. And that might, but he never got his CCNA. So one of the things that he's letting me know in his story is that it's never too late. All right. Because he says about, it's about 17 years ago, he went to London, had to come back. So if he would have taken the CCNA, way back when, he would have been in a different place by right now. All right. But he wants to do it not only because he owes it to himself, because it's just he has a passion for IT. He loves everything IT. But, his team, he personally, his job for what he does, his requirements are CCNA is not required, but his team is. But he said, what, if they get it, I'm going to get it too. So he made it a task, a job, a goal for himself. And he started watching my videos. Now, think about it. This guy, he's working for the United Nations and networking as far as, bringing in analyzing information, things like that, giving it to other IT individuals to look at. All right. So this is 24/7 he's working. So thanks to my big mouth that I kept him awake during my courses. Okay. He was able to, move forward and do what he had to do. But it wasn't easy for him. He faced a lot of obstacles, but he's got to do it. One of the things that I highlighted that I really like, he says, it's never too late to do something if you really want it. But it's not enough wanting something. You got to take action. It's right here from his thing. So he says he feels amazing, and you should. It's a milestone that you've reached in all these years, and it's never too late. It's never too late. It doesn't matter your a lot of external factors have to do with people taking their certifications, whether it be money, health, you could be, depressed, whatever the case may be, work, kids, the whole 9 yards, bills. We all have these issues. We understand. All right. And right now, what we're going through at the moment, it's really, oh my God, just the fact that I don't have a gym. All right. is driving me insane. It gives me more time to do more things, research more topics as I go through the volume 2, which is going to be awesome in global.net. And tomorrow I start my volume 2 course for the CCNA 200-301 live online, which is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see them tomorrow, because all the research and diving deep and looking at all these things, it's the class is going to be rich. You know what I'm saying? And the individuals are going to be there. It's going to be great. And the course, if you already have it from globed.net, because it's 1 and 2 together, it's going to be great. Okay, so tomorrow it starts volume 2. Remember, globed.net as well. Check that out. Subscribe to it, because I do have volume 1 coming up after volume 2. Or just go to globed.net so you can see when those dates are at. And later down the year, I'll be doing a CCNP. Okay, but a CCNP, to be specific, I got the book here somewhere. CCNP and CCIE Enterprise Core Encore 350-401. Okay, yes, I live right by the books. This is where I eat. This is where I sleep. This is where I live, pretty much right here from morning till night. And then I get to go pass out, and then I get up and do it again the next day. Hopefully Monday I can go to my gym. We'll see what happens. But seriously, these are 2 students that did what they had to do. And Mr. Mr. Sanchez, Lozano Sanchez, all right, he did whatever he had to do with great obstacles in his way. So we cannot, we got to do what we have to do, no matter what. I mean, I did it. And my background wasn't in IT when I first started. Everybody knows this. You've seen the interviews that I've had in there. You've seen me talk about it. And, I had at that moment, my 3 kids, well, not my 3 kids, my wife's 2 kids and my kid, raising them. One is autistic. I was working, jobs left and right. And then my wife, she said, stop working, I'll work. And I went to school full time. But since she put the fear of God in me, I made sure, and she supported me, I made sure that I got a 4.0 when I went to school, or else gone, right? So you do what you have to do. And I can tell you right now, this test is not going to kill you. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to lessen the fear of this test. That's one of the things that I'm trying to do my very hardest, is to lessen the fear of this test. Even though there's a lot of information, really, volume 1 is not as bad as you think at all. Okay, it really isn't. Some of those topics I've been teaching since day 1. Wireless and security are the only really new topics that are in there. But again, I have that covered. And if you go to global.net, you'll see all the bonus videos that I have in there for volume 1. So you're covered there, big time. And again, if you're still having, and I had a student today for just 2 hours that I have like a tutoring type thing for 2 hours. He had issues with IP addressing, and I guided him through the IP addressing, the subnetting, the summarization. But I said, hey, listen, go to the networkingdoctors.com. All right, go to the products tab and just download the PDF. If you're into PDFs, you like looking at the computer, it's $4. Download the PDF file, or you can go to Amazon. And my book is on Amazon. If you like actual books, some people like to see stuff on the PDF. Some people like actual books. I like actual books. I like highlighting. I like doing things like that. All right. And sometimes it's a combo, but it's more like a 70-30, 70% book, 30% PDF. But some people are 100% PDF. Some people are 100% book. So my book is on Amazon on the only IP book you'll ever need. All right. That's going to get you to answer any and all IPv4 or IPv6 questions, all right, within 30 seconds. All right, that's why I wrote that book, because students are being confused, they're being misled, all right, they're giving them physics to figure out problems where you can count in your fingers and you can get the answer. Okay, so definitely you want to make sure that you get that book, all right? I mean, if you go to the Networking Doctors, it's $4, just download it. And it's going to help you tremendously. Even the student was laughing with me online because he couldn't believe how simple that was. And that's one of the biggest things that people don't understand about my courses. Yes, I'm loud, so you can hear me, and I keep you awake, and that's what helped Mr. Sanchez. Okay, that's all, Mr. Sanchez. That I was loud. Okay, he liked some of my t-shirts, not all. All right, and he laughed at some of my jokes. Okay, but the whole point is that I gave him the information, and I gave it to him in a simple to understand method, and that's who I am. That's what we're about. I'm not here to teach you physics. I'm not here to teach you. You're not going to work at NASA creating, I don't know, whatever they do there, rocket science. It's not rocket science, okay? It's things, those of you that are brand new to networking, that have never done anything, because you were working at, you're a truck driver, you were in marketing, you were in real estate, you were in something else. You just said, you know what, right now, the way things are going, I better do something there where I can work from home, or, I can VPN into my job. Because I have students in my previous boot camp that they actually had 2 weeks they work from home, and 2 weeks they work they go to work. So, and who knows, the things that are happening nowadays. So get yourself ready. This is a topic, this is an area in IT where it's very hot, right? Not only is it security hot, not only is the cloud hot, yes, but also Cisco. Where it tells you that that's not true. They don't know what the hell they're talking about, right? Getting your CCNA, getting any certification is a proven method, all right? That you really know your things. You really know, you understand the topics, you understand what it is that you're doing, okay? You can analyze a situation and fix it. And again, in order to do that though, it's not only going through the certification, it's making the mistakes, because as you're going through the book, and this is what I tell people, page by page, word by word, lab by lab, question by question, okay? By doing that, you're gonna run into issues. I know I've been sitting here, I'm falling asleep, I'm creating my lab, and then I see that I've named things incorrectly. I put in the wrong IP addresses. I forgot to put in IP addresses. But when I get the error, I'm like, what the hell happened? Why isn't it working? And that makes me now do show commands. It makes me go look and find out what is the problem. There's your troubleshooting skills right there. That is what you need to do. And listen, we all fat finger the keyboard left and right. Me more than many, more than other people. But that's how you learn. So for those of you that say, man, but people are telling me that I don't have experience. Yes, you do. Whether you're doing emulators like GNS3, EvenG, Viral, okay, or you're doing the packet tracer, not a big deal. And keep in mind, this test, these guys went through this test. It's a 2-hour test, 120 minutes, 102 questions, 1 minute and 17 seconds. And they did it. And I don't know what Mr. Sanchez's score is, but Andrew, man, he blew that test away. We'll just say he's in the 900s, way in the 900s, okay? And that is awesome. That is awesome that he did that. But he put in the time. He burned the midnight oil. And that's what you need to do. And again, if you take the courses, you take my courses, I simplify things. Okay? And the resources and labs that I'm going to be giving you are straight to the point. And people are maybe saying, Laz, but you've told us that there's no configurations. Why do you configure so much? Why do you make us configure stuff? Because that's the only way you're going to be able to answer questions, because you're looking at output. Even in the scripting part that I went through, they want you to look at output. There's not one damn command in there that they execute, except if you go to Python and you do 2 times 3, 2 plus 3, 5 minus 1, or create a stupid list. All right, because in the book, they make you create a list, they make you create a dictionary, but they don't tell you what to do with it. So basically, you need to understand, and that's in the chapter, it says that, understanding the language. That's it. So you need to understand what's a key word. You need to understand what a script is. You need to understand what a string is. You need to understand what a variable is. These are the things you need to understand. But don't fear not, because Laz is going to give you the definitions for all these different things that may be lacking in certain books. Okay? That's not there because you're not going to be configuring it. Network engineers, all right? Network engineers that have been doing network engineering for 5, 10, 15, 20 years have not, they may know how to do batch files. They may know a little bit about scripts because they've done scripts and what have you, but they don't need to be experts at it. Even they say it there, all network engineers need to understand what the language looks like, how to read the language, right? The APIs, the REST API. We need to understand the documentation. Okay, but, and now it's not URI, I mean, it's URL, not URL, it's URI and all these different things. It's insane, it's insane, it's insane. Okay, so for the test, take it what it is. It's a freaking test. Look at the book, understand it, do my labs. If you've taken my courses or my boot camps, you're going to do the labs and you're going to do them in front of me if you take my boot camp, and you're going to understand what you're doing. You're going to understand the output that you're getting. And if you get the book, you're going to be a master of IP. Okay? So it's not going to be an issue. It's a non-issue. Trust me. Do it my method. You won't go wrong. All this high order bit, low order bit, 2 to the n minus 2 square root 3, to the x value of quintil. I don't know. You don't need all that crap. Okay? Just listen to what I tell you to do. All right? And you'll see that the CCNA is going to be very easy for you to take. But you need to put in the time. I'm going to give you my 1,000% regardless. I'm going to give you my 1,000%. If you're with me in my boot camps, get ready, because I'm going to put you in the hot seat. I'm going to go ahead and make you do the work, and I'm going to ask you questions, and I'm going to give you tasks that you're going to need to complete. If you don't, I can't do nothing about it, but who's going to suffer? Me? No, you. All right? So you need to understand what it is that you're doing. That's why I make you configure. That's why I make you configure. And we configured everything in volume 1. And we're going to be doing it in volume 2 as well. There's certain things that we won't configure because it's really, I want you to understand the terminology of it. QoS, in volume 2, QoS. All right, very important, because when you go to WAN architecture, that they start talking about MPLS. MPLS has a little bit of QoS in there because you can do QoS and MPLS. All right, but you need to really have a good foundation of that and what you should be looking at, so when you go take the test. And I cannot mention it enough to register your books online. If you have the Cisco Press book, Cisco Press, please go to ciscopress.com/register, and all you need is your ISBN number for the book to register that book. You'll get additional videos, you'll get additional questions, you'll get additional information. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there that you'll be able to see, okay? That you'll be able to see. So please make sure you see that, okay? It's going to help you, but as well, it's going to open up your eyes. It's going to open up your eyes to see what is it that they're focusing on. Again, like I said before, I said it in my last broadcast, all's fair in love and war, all's game in the CCNA. So if it's in the book or if it's in the website, could be on your test. It's a 102 question test. 1 minute and 17 seconds.